Hey there, fire signs. I hope you guys are doing great this week. It's time for your weekly reading. So if you're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, listen up because these are your messages. Now, if you haven't been to one of my readings before, please understand not all messages are going to resonate, and that's okay. Just take what makes sense for you. If you need a private reading, check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. And if you like this message and this reading, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so I can continue to do readings for all of you. Now, last week we did some spirit animal messages and everybody really seemed to love them. I got a lot of positive feedback on that. And considering I was lucky enough to be able to get away out of the city for just a little bit, I feel that we need to maybe continue on with this spirit animal message because there's absolutely a lot of animals showing up for me. And there's one that just jumped right out of the deck for you guys. So let's take a look. What's going on here? Oh, of course. Wow, one of my favorites. Hawk and focus. Okay, hawk is absolutely one of my personal spirit animals, and especially an east direction animal. Now, for me, where this is concerned, where you fit in, fire signs, this is about planning. This is about not necessarily looking at what's on your plate right now, but forecasting and trying to determine what's coming up down the line for me. How do I prepare for this? And what do I do to get myself there? Absolutely. You know, and what it says here is choose your priorities and eliminate all distractions. And I feel it's very true for a lot of fire signs right now. You know, whether this has to do, you know, I'm not sure if this is a relationship or career type spread right now for you fire signs. I feel like this variable could be both, but there is absolutely a strong career pull here for many of you. And I feel like you really are eliminating those distractions. I think it's time to buckle down, fire signs. Now let's see, are there any other messages from, oh, okay, well this came just flying out. Again, holy cow, second week in a row, fire signs. Check this out, the she-wolf. I love it. I love it. Wasn't I just talking about this as well? And just for the record, I realized that this isn't quite the same thing, but even just the other day, I came like face to face with a coyote. There's some serious stuff going on. So the she-wolf, when this shows up, this is about connecting to your wild female type side. It's about not apologizing for what you're not or what you're not providing, but moving forward to take full ownership of your own power and being that wise female, that alpha female type energy so that you can move forward with what you want, right? This is also about like following your own instincts and really kind of putting yourself in the position of, are you going to take the safe way out? Are you going to follow the herd? Or are you going to kind of go your own direction? I feel like you fire signs are going your own direction here. So what do we need to see coming up for us this week? There is definitely some career stuff going on. I want to say breaking away, some of you guys here, okay? And all right, ancestors and generations and stone people and vigilance, okay. So fire signs, this is where you're at right now. There very well may be some either family patterns or some patterns in a relationship that you are carrying out that you have seen or that have been handed down to you. So for example, if you grew up in a very, you know, gender role type environment, the men do the grunt work, the women do the inside work, so to speak. You know, this could be a belief system that you were handed down, but now that you're worrying that now that you're carrying this out in your life, you're seeing that the same patterns and belief systems don't fit where you're at right now. So what's getting in the way of this ancestrage? We're looking at stone people and vigilance. And what this tells me is even though you have been doing the same thing over and over, maybe this approach is what you were taught, maybe this is just what has always worked in the past, with stone people and vigilance showing up, what this is also telling me is that you're starting to look at what has always been and the pattern of what is, and kind of looking at this in a new way and saying, do I need to follow the same pattern? Do I need to follow the same, to be of the same grain, okay? And I really feel that even though there's some things that are working for you in this pattern, that there's some things that you're gonna have to change up in order for you to be able to make this your own, okay? I hope that makes sense for you guys. This absolutely, okay, this absolutely is career and relationship for some of you, okay? All right, yeah, rain and purification, 100%. Like I'm telling you guys, we're trying to get some stuff off our plate and we're trying to do things in a new way, all right? And I feel that this also involves you guys, okay, so you know how we talked about hawk and choosing your priorities, okay? This rain and purification really is clearing up the last of whatever has been holding on or whatever you're holding on to, because we can't move forward and really plan the future when we're still holding on to the hurts that we've got here in our belly now, or things that we're holding on to from the past, okay? Please, friends, this is south direction and water is showing up in the south direction. So it is so important that you are honest with yourself emotionally at this time and do the emotional work. When stuff comes up, shed it and get rid of it, but don't let it revisit again. If you've done the healing work, you don't have to revisit these hurts and revisit the things that didn't work. It's about looking at that and going, okay, I accept, I learn, and so now I move on from it without bringing those feelings with us, okay? Detach from the emotional side here once you do the healing, because once you know everything you need to know and your security, then you don't have to worry about being insecure about it, okay? In the past, childhood and innocence. So you know how I was talking about some of you have these family belief systems that you were born into and that were handed down to you? This is showing up in the past, so it's absolutely telling me that the behaviors that you're holding on now were learned behaviors either from your parents or from your upbringing or from your culture, etc., ancestors, okay? But change is required, my friends. You know, there's even a lot of people right now going through a lot of mother-daughter ancestral type karma, a lot of, you know, family lineage type karma of breaking away of what your family says you should do and what you ought to do. Yes, so you are in typical fire sign style, moving forward with guns a-blazing, okay? So this is absolutely telling me that you are making decisions that are moving forward towards what you want to see for yourself rather than what the other people want you to do for yourself. And I also feel that I also feel that you guys are really kind of connecting to your own psychic senses or your intuitive self here, because I see fairies and earth magic showing up. So for some of you fire signs who aren't necessarily super spiritual or connecting to yourself or doing meditation on a regular basis, this is telling me that in the near future you very well might start to pick that stuff up, or you have started to incorporate a little bit of magic into your planning. So whether this means you're working on manifestation or law of attraction type stuff, this is telling me you are incorporating all of the elements into your plan. Good. Good, good. Okay, so if we do this, what's gonna happen? What are our fire signs gonna see coming down the line for us? Oh, I love it. I love it. Fire signs. Music and harmony. This is amazing. So what this tells me, the things that we're trying to get rid of here and how you're moving towards your passion, you're gonna get it. You're gonna start swimming in the frequency that you're creating. Look at that, right? Fire and fairies, and then the very next step is music and harmony. That's exactly what you're gonna get. And for music and harmony, I have invocation. So what this tells me is when you start to be in the flow and you're starting to connect to the feelings that feel good for you, that's when you really start to move forward with your new projects. Because I feel like there's layering going on with you fire signs. It's kind of like now that you're starting this one project or you're making this change, it's like it opens up other doors to you that weren't available before. And that's where I feel this ceremony and invocation card is coming in, is opening new doors for you to put your energies towards new things and make more positive change. See the snake, right? See the snake at the beginning, running through the old patterns, and the snake here is showing up as well with creating new patterns. And what's this gonna lead to? Summer solstice and radiance. What did we have just the other day? That's right, summer solstice. So fire signs, this is telling me for you, keep going. All of this work, all of you sorting out your last little bits of stuff that's moving forward, because you definitely are on your track for building your new plan. It is all gonna work out and things are coming to a head as we speak. So fire friends, keep going, because this looks amazing. You're really doing a lot of great work of kind of being honest with yourself and seeing what do I no longer need to deal with, what is not helping me, and what is dragging me down in propelling myself forward. You're really making the hard decisions. Good work, fire signs. You're gonna get there. Fire signs, if you like this reading, please don't forget to give me a like, share, and a subscribe. And if you need a private message, check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. See you next week, friends.